I've been working on the Appen platform for a few years now, and it's been a steady side hustle. It won't make you rich, but it is a solid way to earn some extra income from home. Appen's always dropping new projects, from quick tasks to year-long assignments. And, while some pay may be low, I've had a personal best at around $40 an hour after all the bonuses were included. All you need is a laptop, an internet connection, and some patience to start making some money just like me from home. My first job with Crowdgen, formerly known as Appen, which I'll probably keep calling it just out of habit, I started out as an ad rater for Facebook, basically judging how relevant ads were to my interests. I'd get 30 ads an hour, with 2 minutes per ad to rate and leave a short 1 or 2 sentence explanation. At the end, I would do a side-by-side comparison to pick which ad was my actual favorite. It ran for about a year, and it was super chill and honestly a nice 1 hour a day side gig. And after that, I moved to a similar project on Instagram, this time reviewing ads to see if they were branded content or not. Same kind of flow, just a different platform and set of rules. The pay was about what you'd expect, usually just above minimum wage, topping out at around $15 per hour. For simple, low-stress work and decent pay, extra side income, it wasn't so bad. Now for what everyone's really here for, the AI projects. The first AI task I worked on with Appen was something you'll see across most AI jobs, side-by-side comparisons, and content ratings. It only lasted about a month, though it did get extended a little bit longer than originally planned, so that was nice. But the pay was insane for what you were doing. It started around $28 an hour, and ended up going to near $40 an hour if you worked a full 8-hour day. So it was a nice little income boost while it lasted. And let's move on to my most recent job, which was a lot like Project Sonic from TELUS. It focused on Instagram Reels and simulating full AI chat conversations about the video and audio. I'd watch a reel and then create both sides of the dialogue, asking a question about what I just saw and then responding as if I were the AI model. Sometimes that meant asking for an edit to the video, such as having it edit the sound or asking other questions for the AI to answer. Since I was doing both parts of the job, it felt more like writing a realistic conversation than actually testing. Kind of like training the AI to understand how people would naturally talk about these sort of short-form videos. Hey, Editor Justin here. While I'm editing the video, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and probably blur most of the screen here while going over my dashboard, but I'm going to go ahead and put all the information on screen related to each project, so as I sort of stumble through the words of what I'm trying to say on the fly, you'll actually be able to read what each of these projects are exactly about. For jobs like this, I normally would go over maybe some examples for the work, but I don't want to reveal too much proprietary information for risk of, getting banned. I actually don't have any projects active currently. My most recent one for the AI video generation actually ended, but I will kind of go over my dashboard so you can get a good example of how I look at tasks, what tasks I may have available for me, and why or why not I actually choose to apply for them. So your standard dashboard here will show your current active projects. This is why I can't really show it. I don't want to give away any of the actual names. Profile details, your payment information, stuff like that. But then you're going to have an explore page, and I will kind of go over what projects I could apply for and why I haven't applied for them. They start at 15 cents per unit for recordings, that's just way too low. Another task is 10 cents for ethnic portrait data collection. Again, way too low even if I could do that, but I'm guessing I can't because I'm white. Moving up the list here, we have $10 per unit, and it's actually taking pictures of your dog. But the reason I didn't apply for this is because you can only submit 5 units, and anything that's not really a longer term project, I usually just don't waste my time for. It's usually just not worth it. I have a project called Page Quality Evaluations. That's for $15 an hour. But I kind of assume I probably didn't apply for that because it's too similar to my rating job, and you can only have one of those types of rating jobs without causing a conflict of interest. So I did not apply for that because I'm completely happy with TELUS. Likewise, we have a social media evaluator that I believe involves watching, it looks like Instagram Shorts possibly. And this is $400. Another search engine evaluation for annotations, classifications. Once more, it's just too similar to my rating job. I can't apply for it. And it shows a price rate of 1 penny per unit. That's probably a placeholder, but again, it's just too similar. And then, which I didn't mention, is they actually have quick tasks. I've actually never worked them because it never seems to work. When I click on these quicker tasks, it just says that there is a VPN active, but I don't have my VPN active. But I should, and you should too. And that brings us to today's sponsor, just kidding. It doesn't let me actually do anything. And I've never really been able to do these quicker tasks. I assume they're similar to hits when it comes to like Amazon MTurks, where you're getting, 5 cents per task, 6 cents a task here. This one is 36 cents a task for supplier locations, but of course there's no information available. And when I do click on it, it just doesn't take me anywhere. So yeah, that's sort of the reasoning and kind of my thought process of how I go about tasks. If it's not a long-term project that actually pays decently well, I usually won't bother with it. And if it's one that involves a bunch of quick tasks, I actually wouldn't mind doing it, but just doesn't work. I have done mTurks before, but that'll probably be saved for a different video. So what are my honest thoughts so far? I've worked for Appen almost as long as I've worked for TELUS. That is probably going around 5 or 6 years now. Though not continuously on any one project, but always a part of the website in one shape or another, despite the name changes. Unlike TELUS, however, Appen's pay rates fluctuate based on the project that you're working on. So it's always been my go-to secondary source of income, something that's reliably unreliable, to help cover slower months or serve as a backup when my main income stream maybe dips down, maybe hours get cut, and just as a good backup. Overall, it's fulfilled that role very well. Let's list some quick pros and cons of how I feel about the company after working for them for so long. These are going to be recent pros. It's been a long-standing, mostly reputable company. I don't think you really hear too many complaints besides what you hear about every AI company so far. They have multiple projects to choose from, typically maybe like 3 to 5 at any one time. They've recently improved support response times. They typically get back to me within a day with almost any sort of problem I may have and typically resolve it just as fast. They have quick project approval turnaround. And by quick, I mean usually within a month. That's actually fast for Appen and maybe some other companies as well. They have transparent pay rates. Looking at you, Aligner. They have the qualification details and reasonable expectations. I would say that it's easier to get qualified for these projects when compared to other similar work. And I think they usually give you maybe 2 or 3 retakes as well. So all in all, pretty fair application system. And now let's move on to the cons. And these are, you can be removed from a project at any time or placed on pause. Kind of just comes with the territory of the job. Lower than average pay for similar types of work. I mostly think that this is probably true because compared to some other jobs, you could at least probably pushing like $15 to maybe like $18 an hour for the US locale. But Appen, I feel like can consistently be in like the $9 to $12 range. So sometimes even if it's an easy job, it's almost not even worth it because it's like, $8. So I would say it is pretty consistently on the lower end of the scale. The projects are typically shorter durations. Some only last like a month. Others may last a maximum of 3 to 6 months, maybe my longest being a year. That just seems to be pretty probably lower when compared to other jobs of the same type. Like TELUS I've had for like 6 or 7 years. Data annotation, going on probably like a year now. Other companies, Outlier, stuff like that. So these projects seem to tend to be a little bit on the shorter side. The payouts occur only once a month. This is a far cry from the average, 2 payouts a month every 2 weeks, and really far from data annotations every 3 days, which is very nice. So a payout every month can be a little bit difficult. More on the company in the past, it previously took multiple months to hear back, and I'm talking like maybe 3 to 6 months to even hear back after applying for the tasks. And that's not even including the time it takes to qualify and then finally get onboarded. So what do I think overall? This job mostly follows a familiar cycle. You apply to a bunch of projects, forget about them for a few months, then suddenly get accepted to like several at once. And then after completing some qualifications, you might end up working maybe 1 or 2 projects at the same time for a few months before the process kind of repeats itself. As stated before, it's a perfectly fine option for earning some extra income, especially if you already have a main job and don't need money right away. Just keep in mind that the key is applying to as many projects as possible. I'm talking to maybe 5 to 10 at once. Being patient for a response. Again, waiting a few months here. And after doing all of that, expecting a lower than average pay with shorter project durations. This company's been around for years, and the platform is solid with reliable support. Even more so now than it ever was. They always have new projects coming in seemingly every day. You should be applying to these as often as possible when they're a good fit, making sure that the pay rates match up and that you're not wasting too much time. And some are easy enough to do to justify the effort. However, this site probably shouldn't be a priority when job hunting. It's more of a backup option, as I said before, just sitting above one step of doing terrible surveys all day long for about $5. You know what's even better than doing surveys all day, though? Subscribing to this channel. Every little bit of support helps, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for watching.
Want to start earning $1,000 a week online but stuck at account signups, failed exams, or verification roadblocks?
Real freelancers don't wait. They start earning today.
Want to start earning $1,000 per week online but stuck at account signups, failed exams, or verification roadblocks. White heavy check mark, we've got you covered. By verified freelance accounts, TELUS, OneFormer, Appen, Remo Tasks, Welocalize, and more. Get exam answers that work and breeze through verifications, all done fast, securely, and anonymously. Globe showing Europe Africa trusted by over 500 freelancers worldwide. Ready to stop failing and start earning? White right pointing backhand index DM now. Spots are limited.